Now people are going crazy. How the fuck does Boruto have a one-eyed Byakugan? For starters, he has the scar like Kakashi, as if somebody stabbed the fuck out of his eye. Something happened there. So you gotta assume maybe one of his original eyes were stabbed out, similar to what happened to, you know, Obito when it crushed his face and when the dude stabbed Kakashi in the side of his face and shit like that. You gotta assume that he lost one of his eyes. But how did he only get Byakugan on one of his eyes? First of all, you gotta even go back. Like, Himawari got Byakugan by activating it. So this means that Boruto could not activate it, and if he did activate it, for some reason it could only go on one eye. That's the most least logical way that he got Byakugan, naturally activating it, and for some reason only went through one eye. So you gotta assume that somebody gave him this Byakugan. The question is, who could it be? I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of Hyuga still around, supposedly, in the leaf at this particular point, so you gotta think, well, who would actually pass it on and make sense? It could be that it's some random Hyuga character that actually had Byakugan as well, and it's similar to the Obito and Kakashi situation. More likely, you gotta think it'd be somebody in his immediate family. So there's his grandfather, which I doubt that motherfucker's gonna give anything to anybody. I mean, it would be the least tragic and probably the most acceptable by fans if, like, he actually really cared for his grandson and that was his last deed or whatever, giving him a Byakugan on some crazy mission. But I think, honestly, it would probably be between his mother and his little sister. You kill either of them, the fandoms are gonna go crazy. More so Hinata or whatever, but them giving him an eye, you gotta think, okay, why would they? Maybe one of them was dying. Maybe at this particular point, if you're gonna go with it's Hinata that died and she gave it to him, he needed one eye and she was dying or whatever, maybe she died with Naruto. Maybe Boruto is about to go through the same type of tragic situation, just being a little bit older, that his father went through. Maybe Naruto died, and in her last breath, Hinata trying to save the village, she gave one of her eyes to Boruto, and that's how he got the eye. But like, it's either that or Himawari, that'd be super fucked up. His little sister dying and on her deathbed giving him a Byakugan. It gotta be one of those, because if it's just a random Hyuga, it's not gonna feel that impactful unless there's some sort of buildup of Boruto having this relationship or friendship. And it's kind of like, damn, how the fuck, like, because this manga is starting off a lot darker than Naruto. Just as chapter 1 said, you know, this is not Naruto's story, this is Boruto's story, and it's a darker story than Naruto had for the most part. I mean, starting off, his father seemingly dead, his mother or his sister's potentially dead, how else he got that Byakugan? It's a dark story. But you gotta ask yourself, are they actually gonna kill off his mother or his sister and make it even more tragic? Because at that point, like, if all of Boruto's family died throughout the course of the manga, in a sense, it would almost remind me more of the character that he tried to be, Sasuke, because Sasuke lost his family at an older age, so he had that time to bond with them. And you think about it, if it is gonna happen like that, I mean, it would piss a lot of people off and shit like that, but it would kind of more relate to Boruto being very similar to Sasuke in many different regards, including his fate, which would be that he loses his entire family when he's older and can remember it. Naruto, he lost his parents before he was even, you know, able to think anything. He was a day old, he was a couple minutes old when his parents died. Sasuke, he was already older and could understand them. So it would kind of show the parallels to Sasuke and Boruto not being that far off. So yeah, if Boruto inherited that Byakugan, honestly, I think it would have to be from his mother or his sister. I'd probably go more so with Hinata, because I don't think Boruto would take something from his little sister, one of her fucking eyes. Maybe his mother said, please take this eye, you know, this is an incredible war that's going on right now, and I want you to survive, and she died with Naruto. But let me know what you guys think. How do you think Boruto got that Byakugan? Could he only activate it on one eye? Did his mother, his grandfather, Himawari, or some new Hyuga give it to him? And your overall thoughts on the darkness and the similarities that Boruto faces that Sasuke had faced, of like having your family and seemingly losing them while you can remember it. And your overall thoughts on this topic. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk me on Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.